These are the CIS Data Foundations questions and answers series. It is the continuation series for the previous videos. So we have total 75 questions for this CIS Data Foundations, and it has completely 90 minutes duration time. The pass percentage should be above 80 marks, or 80% should be above. The result will be immediately will announce after completion of the examination. So this examination, CIS Data Foundation examination certificate is mandatory for the prerequisition for the any item modules. Let's start with questions and answers. The question is, a CMDB admin, just a minute. A CMDB admin has a report listing services without an owner. Which governance process prevents this issue? Here, the answers is option A, make manageable mandatory, option B, make owned by mandatory, and option C, set default value for the service owner. So the correct answer is option B, make owned by mandatory. Make owned by mandatory. The correct answer is. So we can discuss further deeply, because make owned by mandatory field is, this question is focused on the CMDB governance and accountability. So this question completely focused on the CMDB governance and accountability. So every service in the CMDB should have a defined owner. The owner is responsible for the overall accountability of the service and approves and decisions, coordination during instances of changes, maintaining services ownership clarity. So if the owner field is empty, it can create confusion, delays, and poor governance. Therefore, the best solution is to make the owned by field mandatory, so that no service can be created or updated without an owner. Why other options are wrong? Here option A is why option A is wrong, because the managed by field usually refers to the support team or operational manager. So it does not represent true ownership. And why C is not correct? Because so set a default owner. It means automatically assigning a default owner may create inaccurate data and weak accountability. The correct answer is option B, make owned by mandatory option. Next question. Where can a CMDB admin collect attributes, IRE rules, and relationships for the documentation? So this question belongs to the CA class manager, CMDB design documentation. One more time we can discuss. Where can a CMDB admin collects attributes, IRE rules, and relationships for the documentation? Here the option A, CA class manager, option B, CMDB data manager, option C, CA identifiers, option D, CMDB workspace. The correct answer is CA class manager. Why it's correct? Because the CA class manager is the central place used to manage and review CMDB class definitions. It means it provides information such as class hierarchy, attributes, relationships, class settings, principal class settings. Because the question asks for the documentation related to several classes. So the CA class manager is most appropriate tool. So why other options are wrong? Why CMDB data manager is wrong? Because it's used mainly for the data quality, certification policies, and remediation. And why option C is wrong? CA and FS are wrong, because it's used for the IRE matching rules only, not full class documentation. And option D, CMDB Workspace is wrong, because it's used for the operational visibility, not class design documentation. Next question. Where can CMDB 360 saved queries be created or viewed? Option A, query builder. Option B, coverage window. Option C, saved queries window on CMDB 360 tab. Option D, insights tab. So the correct answer is option C, saved queries window on CMDB 360 tab. Because the CMDB 360 tab provides a complete view of the configuration items, including relationships, sources, and dependency data. So saved queries are reusable searches that help users quickly access commonly used views. Therefore, these saved queries are viewed and managed through the saved queries window on CMDB 360. Why other options are wrong? Why queryability is wrong? Because it's used for the billing queries, but not the specific location mentioned in the question. Option B, coverage window is wrong because coverage is used for the visibility or completeness, not saved queries. Here insight tab also wrong. Insights is intended for analytics and trends, not saved query management. Next question. Filter. OS contains server or Linux. Which OS matches? So this question belongs to CMDB Data Manager certification filters. Here option A9, option B, Windows Server 2022 Data Center, option C, Linux CentOS, option D, Windows 2019 Data Center. So the correct answers are the Windows Server 2022 Data Center and Linux CentOS or CentOS. So this filter checks whether the operating system field contains either the word server or the word Linux. So because AX does not contain server or Linux, the answer is Windows Server 2022 Data Center contains server, and Linux CentOS also contains Linux, and Windows 2019 Data Center contains neither word. Therefore, only option B and C match the filter. B and C options are correct. Next one. So question is how to restrict CA class in references field in the incident form. This question belongs to principal classes or CA class manager topic. Options are attributes tab, option B CMDB Workspace, option C CA record field, option D basic info tab in the CA class manager. The correct answer is option D basic info tab in CA class manager. So by using this principal class checkbox on the CA class manager basic info tab, the principal classes are used to limit the number of CA classes shown in the reference fields, such as incident form, change form, request forms. This improves user experience and makes CA sections easier. The principal class setting is configured in the CA class manager as basic info tab. So why other options are wrong? Option A is attributes tab. It's used for the field definitions, not class level settings. And option B, CMDB Workspace. Workspace is for the operations and review. It's not mandatory metadata configuration. And C is the principal class attributes on CA. This is not configured directly on CA records. Finally, almost 30 to 40% of questions and answers will repeat in the CIS Data Foundation exam series. And here I am explaining with all possible answers and all aspects. See you in the next video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Wish you all the best.